Hello, Blue Origin. My name is Guy. Greg made me in CATIA using human simulation. I'm here to show you what he created in CATIA for all of you to see. So let's get started and bring out the BE4 engine. As you can see, I'm out here in space, and sometimes my gravitational boots are failing right now. I gotta get back. Okay, I'm good. All right, let's bring out the BE4 engine. So this is the BE4 engine that Greg built. So I'll zoom out a little bit. As you can see, he tried to make it to scale. Let's take a measurement. And let's take a measurement of the diameter of the nozzle. Looks like the diameter of the nozzle is around 3.7. And let's check the height of the engine. I'll go up to the top of here. And around almost 14 feet. So that's pretty much the scale. So the reason why Greg created this rocket, he just wanted to learn more about rocket engines. So how I created it was I used a workbench in CATIA called Sketchtracer. So I opened the BE4 image in Sketchtracer. Then I traced out the profile, ran an axis through it, then I created a revolute. Then the next pieces I built was the fuel line that runs up the nozzle, which basically cools the fuel, and I used a helix coil for that. And then I made the top of it here, the combustion chamber. Well, actually, the combustion chamber was already traced out, and then I added the pre-burner. It helped me learn about rocket engines and how they're powered. This one's powered with liquid oxygen and liquid natural gas. And so with that, I better move Guy out of the way so he won't get crushed by the engines that I'm bringing in. So I decided to copy the engine 6 times and create the total of 7 BE4s. So I'll show these right now. And there they are, all 7 of the BE4s. And I said, well, I need to put them in something. So I created the New Glenn. So introducing the New Glenn, the first rocket that I've ever created in CATIA. So I created the New Glenn with the CATIA workbench Sketchtracer. I found an image on the web and brought it in through Sketchtracer. And this is what it looked like. I'll bring it in right now. So the first step I took was I traced out the profile of the rocket. Let me reframe on this. And then I ran a center line, axis through it, through the middle of it, and then created a revolute. And that made the basic body of the rocket. So I saw other models in CATIA with decals, so I had to have the Blue Origin decals. So I went onto the web, found the Blue Origin, including the feather. I imported them into GIMP, free software like Photoshop, and created .png, which has a transparent background. If you don't do that, you can see the background on the decals. With that, I opened up the sticker workbench and scaled each decal and then applied it to the rocket. And I think it turned out pretty cool. Then I created the upper and lower fins next, in freehand in Sketcher. And the top fins are a bit off in scale, but I can live with that. Then I created a circular pattern with the fins so they would all instantiate. Then I used the edge fillet in the part design workbench to put a little fillet on each fin. I also created a circular pattern for the engine holes, and there's the engines mounted in there, which I think is really cool. So with that, I would like to thank everyone for giving me the opportunity to present today. I just want to tell you all I really enjoyed it, and thank you.